There we go. Okay, welcome everyone to the very first episode of S.U.C.C podcast. We actually came up with this directly on the fly. We are the Super Underwhelming Chat Crew, and it's with everyone that you've known since nearly forever now. Epic 2, Sunless, you all know him, you all love him. Give it up for the guys. Okay, shut up.
Just over a year, I think, because we sort of started in February-ish, 2017. When we found you in your Epic 2
around
streams.
that time.
Yeah, so just over a year and a couple of months, we've been together.
So we know these guys, we love them, and we've all made like an executive decision that if we're going to be like just talking, we need to just cut out the middleman. No one cares about Doom. No one cares.
No one cares about Laser dying over and over on the same map. Nobody's actually watching it.
No one cares.
Especially in the most recent podcasts, or streams rather. In the older streams, maybe people watched him play through, but in the last 3 or 4 streams we've done, it's basically gotten to the point where the whole chat's really alive with questions and answers, and we're just having conversations with the chat. Nobody seems to give a damn about this one funny noise man dying over and over stupid deaths. Exactly. Nobody cares. So there's no point playing it.
Nobody cares when I die to the Revenant again and I do the funny scream.
Yeah. Well, we like hearing the funny noises, but we just don't watch what you've done before the funny noise. We don't care. Like I get so caught up in conversation and trying to answer everyone in the chat and talk to everybody that I'm not even know. I just look up and go, "Oh, he died again." Okay, fair enough. Carry on.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're here, and now we have all the focus that we need. I don't need to focus on like I gotta run to the left, grab like 8 super shotguns, have enough ammo to take on this next part. I'm good. My brain is completely here.
Because when you're playing and talking at the same time, it reduces your playing skill and your talking ability.
Yes,
now
exactly what I said.
You'll be on point with the chat. Yeah.
All right. So speaking of which, how's everyone doing tonight? You all right? John, I know you're not doing all right. That's what you always say.
Yeah, I'm horrible.
Henry, I know you're not eating food again.
Henry,
you've got to be kidding me. First fucking podcast, and this motherfucker had a bag of crisps waiting. He just had them on his desk. He's like, "Come on, guys, start this podcast. I'm ready." And as soon as, okay, and we're live.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay, podcast is cancelled.
Henry's
cancelled now.
Someone tell me when he's finally full up and died so I can unmute him.
oh fuck.
Yeah. Buy a fucking extra large coffin for you. Don't hang yourself or you'll break the ceiling and kill your family.
Jesus. Okay, Laser, chill, relax. God damn. Maybe we should go back to playing Doom because he's let out the beast inside him.
I have 100% of my brain to call you a piece of shit now. Alright. Okay. What's everyone been doing recently? I just wanna hear some stuff.
Oh man.
Mainly me
is not interesting.
Yeah, mine's definitely not interesting. All I've been doing is, I've been enjoying my job at the street corner. It's been double heavy on me. So I mean, double the dicks means double the pleasure. So I mean,
I understand.
Anyways, mainly I've just been moving houses from like place to place. So I've fucking been so busy with everything, and I can't even like stand still for 2 seconds. Really? Like jumping around. Yeah. It's actually really stupid. I just got out of the storage place today because I need to get rid of some shit. This is the most uninteresting story. I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically,
he moved.
Other than that, I do have some videos like planned, so I'm hoping I can get them out later on next week. So that'd be fucking great.
I think we all have like videos on the backlog at this point.
Yeah.
Even I have like 3 individual ones I've been trying to do. First of all, I got to update. I actually have to get off, and I have this camera sitting up in my basement. It's just been kind of standing there in the middle of the room, and I've left it there, so I keep reminding myself every time I come down, like, oh, I got to do that. Maybe I'll do it today, maybe I won't. And I have to just one day just man up, kind of sit down, do the funny noise, and explain what's going on.
Yep.
Which is also kind of a medium of what these do. It's kind of hinting over out there. But not until I get like the big videos, like, it's Laser, here he is. Like, that's what really gets into it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit sidetracked because I'm doing the social stuff again, the Twitter and the tweeting out.
That's
fine,
hey guys,
check us out. I always do that at the beginning.
Yeah, check us out in the stream you're currently watching.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
watch
for
us.
whoever might see it on Twitter and that,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you never know. You might get in 1 or 2 more viewers. But when it comes to what we've been doing recently, if you want to ask me that question, oh boy, I don't think I should answer just yet.
I think you got like a lot for another segment because we got
Yeah,
we have a decent schedule actually set up for these things.
Exactly. If I start talking about what I've been doing, especially in the last 2 days, it could fill up like an hour of chat about
First
what I've been doing.
podcast
It's
is
a
always
big
gonna be the most
topic.
awkward, so we have like a
So yeah,
basic
I'll
outline.
skip mine. You just go right ahead with whatever you've got. What have you got scheduled then?
Yeah, what else I've got
Tell
other
us.
than the update video? I remember when I did the Unloved 2 video and I mentioned at the very end, well, I love everything about Unloved except the standalone game because that one sucks. Well, one of John's friends, Sheila, actually gave me the Unloved standalone just to make a video out of it. I don't know if I want to say thank you because I really don't because that game sucks. But it is a gift, so I do have to thank him, of course. So that's going to be coming into cringe gaming because cringe gaming is the one of my favorite things to do, actually. And
it's right up next to bad games roll games. It's like competition if you think about it.
yeah, and neither of them are doing anything either, so it's the perfect competition.
You guys are rivals at playing bad games now.
Perfect rivalry, just nothing.
Exactly.
That's a good question. I don't know if this podcast, if when we do the podcast regularly, I don't know if we will be do we be as interactive with the chat as the streams? Because usually when people do podcasts, they just talk with each other. They don't really look at the chat. Or
if anything, like worth it. I'm not gonna read everything, but if anything like, worth it, like that's really important to it.
Yeah.
Not anything like this nigga eating beans or anything.
Yeah. We got to establish in this first podcast what is like the ground. What is what? So in the streams, we'll be like reading any old silly joke.
It's just kind of like talking like on a park bench or something. Like if someone just like comes up to you that you don't know and says, "Ooh, I eat the balls," and like you're not gonna say anything to him.
But if he says, "Oh, hey, I play the Doom as well,"
he's like, I've actually heard of that WOD. Is it any good? What do you like about it? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. Back. So no like offense to people who are just trying to have a bit of joke. We're in the streams. I think we'll keep on like reading chat as silly jokes or whatever comes up. But in the podcast, it's more like conversation topics. So if you've got any questions or queries or things to bring to the table of discussion, we'll certainly. You're queer. We'll certainly bring those up and add it to the discussion. So one thing I'm seeing here already, and I don't know if you're going to get to it, Laser, yet, is in the chat. Man's not hot. YouTube poop when. So there's a topic.
Those are kind of work in progress. I tell you what's really gotten me in the IRL. Eventually, your boy is gonna have to go to college, and that's what I've been like trying to gather everything together, and that's why everything's been taking so long. That's the big one point is that I'm gonna need like a month or so. Maybe probably this summer will be the some kind of a dry period. I'm gonna have a lot more time since there's no more school for a couple months. After that, I should be okay since it's just me and I can control myself from there.
Wait, so when you go to college, does that mean you won't be able to make so much stuff? We'll miss you. What does that mean? You'll be too busy, or
no? I mean, it means I'll probably be honestly a bit more free for stuff. Maybe not like as much with my voice. Like that'll probably be when I get to start working on YouTube poops and whatever I can just do in private and just like kind of sit there at my computer, laugh every like 8 minutes or so, and then just keep going on.
Okay.
You don't need college. What you need to do is follow my direction.
John, I'm not going on the street corner with you.
Come on, please. I need someone to help me. I mean, what if it's a quadruple dick day? I can't fucking hold all those dicks in my hand.
Just use your eye sockets.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. Thanks, Laser.
You're welcome.
You're inspiration. You're an inspiration to everybody.
But yeah, the question, so that's about like you going to college and that and being free and stuff. The question about the Man's Not Hot YouTube poop. So what's happening with that video? Like when you going to be finishing? I know I was going to help you with it. There's certain things I want to help you with, and I did actually help you. I don't know if I want to give away the jokes and the things that I helped you with.
We're not giving away the jokes or anything.
We won't
like
give it away.
So.
But I have, just so you know, personally, I have got some of the things I said I was going to help you with. So I don't know if you want to tell the podcast viewers like what's happening with that video, because people are looking forward to it, and I still am. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So, any news on that?
The only thing I can tell you what's happening is that it's still coming, because if I say anything else about it, it's just going to give away some stuff, ruin some surprises, and I cannot do that. Fair so anything that you quote helped with, I'll probably want to look at that like after this. So that'd be
okay. Fair enough.
nice
Yeah, I'll do that afterwards. Yeah, because I know at this point the meme itself is just like so old that nobody mainstream wise really cares about it anymore. So if you put this video out, it will just be your fans and your usual viewers who'll enjoy it. It probably won't get much attention because it's already past that.
You know what? That's cool.
Thing. And that's exactly what it is though. So it won't get all that mainstream attention where people just, might be subject to more criticism and people.
And besides, there could always be another spike. I remember this one thing that happened to me. When Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 6 came out, that was I made the original Don't Tasty Bro a little bit before 5, and then when 6 came out, it suddenly got like a huge spike of views, of course. So something could put Big Shuck, he could be put back in the spotlight really soon.
Fair enough. But I'm just thinking if worse comes to the worst with the popularity of it, because it was like October last year, it was ages ago now. But at this point, it's just like the video is just for us lot to enjoy sort of thing. It's more of a personal thing now because it probably won't get that much attention compared to, say, if you uploaded it in November last year, it would have been massive, probably.
Yeah.
It's bigger than it is now. So at this point, it's just like a personal passion project. That kind of makes it a little more sentimental because... So now it's just for us. It's a reserve thing for you guys, So I'm surprised people are still looking forward to it. So that's really nice to see. People are still, like, when's it coming? Because I'm excited still. I still enjoy it, and I know you're using the whole sauce, not just the ketchup, the raw sauce. You're using the full,
even like the parts without the.
Well, exactly. So I'm interested to see how you work with those as well.
I was just using the entire podcast or the radio show, that whole episode. That's it.
Yeah.
You will see it soon whenever I really get into it, once I get all this stuff moved and I get on out of here. We're going to start picking up there. That's going to be the best edits that will come out.
And speaking of videos as well, the other thing is I still don't know exactly what you want us to disclose in this podcast or not. I'm not really sure, but the whole thing about the Don't Taste Me Bro, am I allowed to tell people about our idea for that? Like a future plan for that? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Let me have a thinking emoji on that for a minute while I got like one other bit that I actually have to...
It's just a suck face, but with the emoji hand on it, on the chin.
Yeah, just like...
we need that. We need that
emoji. Stretched out over the mouth, or it's like just on the chin, the very bottom. So I have, other than all the YouTube poops and that, I do have one more idea, because where I was, I've only explained this to like a couple of my friends several times, but when I was down, I think last summer, I was down over at Eastern Virginia at a bit of a game design camp, and I actually worked with a team of about 6 or so people, and we made like a quick little like terrible first-person shooter. So I actually want to throw that into cringe gaming, so I could. Yes, we made a Doom mod for our class. No, it was in Unity. So we made like a terrible little first-person shooter for Unity. And I actually want to bring that in. I'm going to bring that under the cringe gaming license. I'm going to like tear it apart.
Today we're looking at my game, a game that I made that is terrible. Okay, well, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it. Everyone gets the equal amount of scrutiny from the cringe gaming IP.
Even yourself.
Even myself. I will screw myself over with cringe gaming.
Yeah.
Damn, I was going to do the same thing with bad games with a particular different type of game.
That's there's the competition.
The tension, the rivalry,
I was
the competition.
Gonna do that.
It's so tense.
You know what? Fucking keep stealing my ideas. I swear to God.
John, you got to make a sassy Twitter account to reply to people whenever your brand gets mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
Just become Wendy's.
Yeah, that's right. I think I already have one, actually. Jobith and Robot.
Oh, yeah, that one. That's everybody. You just call people gay and misspell things.
I
don't know how that's any different from you right now.
Well, I don't misspell things. Okay, name the last time I misspelled something, all right? Name me one time.
Okay, let me scroll up a little bit.
Just a little bit, like one scroll.
Alright, let me scroll up a little bit.
Zone name.
There. No, that's too much effort. Point is, you call people gay and you're gay.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
okay, I just want to clarify right now, Laser. who exactly is on the chat? Because I always read the chat, but I want to clarify for the podcast. Is anyone else looking? Does anyone else look at the chat or consult the chat at all?
I've gotten glances. If there's anything like directly related to me or what I'm doing or what I'm saying, then
okay, good. Just so I know, because if I see like a question directed right at Laser and it's like, I'll just read it to you because I feel like you're not looking at the chat. But if it is, then I know you're going to read it. Okay,
yeah, I've got it. I've got it right here. We all got it right here, I imagine.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
In fact, let me just go ahead and like pop this out so it makes it easier. There you go. You guys are front and center now.
I don't really need the pop out, so I've sort of got the live stream playing on the other monitor, so I've just got like the whole thing on there. But
the poop out.
Yeah. Obviously, when you stream yourself, you'll just want to pop out the chat because you want to reduce as much CPU as possible with the stream and shit. So yeah, fine.
I have a nuclear reactor, so thankfully I don't have to worry too much about like CPU extent.
Oh yeah, you have like a beast. Yeah, I forgot. It's different for some of us.
I'm telling the warden.
What do you mean the warden? Wait, wardens don't run nuclear power plants. Talking about?
I'm telling Mr. Burns.
Hello? Hello?
He disappeared.
What?
Oh, he's still there.
You talking about?
No, sorry, my internet was fucking cutting out. Sorry, my internet.
Okay.
What did you say?
What do you mean, warden? They don't run nuclear power plants.
Well, that's what you said in your fucking in the video, in the 2000s sub video. That's what you said. You said.
Yeah, I did.
You specifically pointed out. Yeah, you did. See, I'm not retarded. I'm not illusion.
Well, I mean, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Besides the point. But that's out of the argument. But yeah, you still are.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I am, but.
Point is, I'm better than you. That's the takeaway here.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go.
Okay. I also want to know for this first podcast, Laser, what's the structure? Because I know you wrote down like ideas for segments and stuff. So what can you tell us like what exactly is going to be the plan?
Well, I think IRL is doing pretty good. The generalness is we talk about real life, which that's happened right now. Then we immediately get into the memes. We have to have the meme talk.
I thought that would come later, but yeah, I suppose so because we can't like last too long.
If we have it later, then the meme will already be dead.
Oh, that's true because it lasts so quick that by the time we finish the podcast, it's already dead. No, but I'm saying like we already mentioned Man's Not Hot earlier, so it's like we can't go 5 minutes without talking about memes. So we have to push the meme category right near like the beginning of the podcast because we can't wait that long to talk about the memes.
Yeah, we can't. They'll be dead by then. So we'll move on. All right, let me hit chat first, and then we'll move right into meme haven. I don't even know what to call it. We have to have our like good meme segments first.
Fuck?
We have to have our good meme segments.
Getting this pen working. I gotta write down meme haven. There we go.
You just hear the pen.
Like
he's writing the paper right next to the microphone.
The Rockstar North intro.
Oh god, I tore it.
Oh, can you use a spray? Yeah, can you use a spray can on the wall, please, and graffiti the list?
Gotta remind myself. Meme. Alright, let me just hit chat first. Hey Laser, what are your hopes for E3 this year? Actually, pretty good question. Well, right now, I'm still laughing. This is actually kind of a meme too, and it relates to E3 as well. I'm still laughing at Walmart Canada accidentally leaking Rage 2 out. Yeah, they really did that. They actually the direct sequel to id Software's Rage. They listed like I don't know what to call it. There was like just a blank box art for the game, and it just said Rage 2 on the front of it.
Just some bootleg like box, like some kid made a black cardboard box made out of a cereal box, painted it black, and fucking wrote Rage 2 on it in red pen.
Yeah, basically what it is. Hold on, I'm gonna I gotta find this. Let me I'm gonna type for Walmart.
While you're finding it, I'll talk about something else that I got a good topic about. The new Doom movie. That's gonna be somewhere.
Oh, that's definitely a topic.
God, yeah you're right.
Sure, that's a topic to talk about. Yeah. Because I've got a few things to say from what I've seen on Twitter about it. I've seen a few things, and I don't know. Are we going to talk about that now or?
I mean, it seems like something they would talk about, like, at least reveal the trailer for at E3 this year, at the very least.
Yes, because it's a video game.
Yeah, it's a video game movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully one that doesn't suck.
Okay, well, when E3 comes about, keep your eyes peeled because I don't fucking watch it. I never watch the shit. So you guys will be my outlook and eyes to the prize. If they show the movie trailers or anything hints, do let me know because I'm excited to know what.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to talk about this movie now or are we going to put it to later? Because there's a few things.
I think it'd be a pretty good transition from memes to Doom because it's kind of the same thing.
Okay.
So yeah,
Right,
good work with that one.
The film.
All right, here it is. Here's the
When I first heard,
here's my thing. Got the image. So if you'll take a look at this,
Wait, are you putting it in the stream? Or...
I'm putting it in the stream feed. Yeah, look at this.
Oh,
This is a whole bunch of
he's got it in the
whole bunch of crap that Walmart Canada doesn't have the box art for, and right there it is,
God.
Rage 2.
It's just like a stock, like iMovie text, sample text. That's what it is, like sample text on each one.
Yes.
Rage 2.
Oh my god.
So they've essentially just leaked out the next project for id Software, and you know what? I am happy because I actually enjoyed the original Rage. I thought it was really short for what it was, but I thought it was fun. So this is a pretty good leak for what's to come.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Good job,
so
Walmart. You always the best.
job,
All right, back to memes.
About that movie, though, when I first saw it was being announced, all I could think of was, this is your second chance. Don't fuck it up again. That's literally all I could think of when I heard there was going to be another Doom movie. You know,
Dwayne.
Don't fuck it up again. I mean, you could cast The Rock again. I like The Rock. It's not that he was in it that made the film bad.
It's just it was the film being bad.
It was the fucking awful film that had nothing to do with the game story-wise. Just this is my pledge. If anyone's listening from the company, which they obviously aren't because it's just like 5 people, but if anyone ever hears this from the company, just make it like the game. Make the same story as the game. There's plenty of story in the game, even though there isn't any story in the gameplay, but there is a backstory. Just do the whole UAC labs, the scientists, the teleports, the demons coming out, Doom guy getting sent to the hangar for refusing to shoot an innocent person or something like that. That was why he's in the hangar, because that's the story. He was like punished and put there.
I remember that
because he refused to shoot an innocent person because he's a good guy. That shows he's a good guy. So you could just show that, because the game doesn't show that. It's all just backstory and text. The movie could show that and actually visualize and depict all of that backstory. Why go any other route? Doom has a backstory that you could make into a movie that isn't even in the game. So it's a perfect opportunity. I can't believe
then the
original
female
movie
lead
didn't
wouldn't
do that.
work.
Oh, don't fucking. Ugh.
You know what? To make the perfect Doom movie, all you gotta do is just recreate UACMN. There we go. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Does anyone remember Hardcore Henry? Everyone saw that?
Yeah.
Just do like segments like that. Like maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 minute segments of like that. And then they can like splice the story in between those. Like the backstory in between the like current events, like him just killing the demons.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
They already did in like the first one. Remember? Like
that was one segment, and that was happening like at the same time. It was kind of lame too.
Yeah.
It's a nice gimmick, but at the same time, I don't really want the whole Doom movie to just be a first-person perspective of Doom guy just killing demons, because that's what the game is. I do. Well, yeah,
that's what I meant. It's just like 2 or 3 minute segments.
It would just be like playing the game. I want an actual like good story, epic film about Doom guy and the demons and shit and the tragedy of the world and all, but it just includes the story that the game doesn't really show.
You have like just short bits,
that's
2 or 3 minutes, killing some demons,
short
fade to white, and then you have the story.
That's what I want. But it's like the original film just tried to do something completely different. Why? I don't get it. Why did they try and do some other story? It's stupid. Just stick to do your research, guys, filmmakers. Stick to the story and make something awesome out of it that the game doesn't already show. That's my plan.
I actually remember like seeing a boxed or an actual Doom 3 like DVD cover over in like a store down in North Carolina somewhere.
Right.
And I remember like one of these special features was actually like The Rock teaches you, I don't know, it's like how to be a Marine or something. It was essentially just how to play Doom 3.
Oh my god!
That was like a big marketing.
That I think was the problem. That's the main problem about the first Doom movie, was that it came out the same year as Doom 3. because of Doom 3. If Doom 3 didn't exist, then that Doom movie would have been a lot different. It would have been more faithful, I reckon, to the first two games. It's that Doom 3's different game and atmosphere that completely threw off what the filmmaker's goal was, because they made it more like that. And that's not what anybody wanted. Certainly wasn't what I wanted. I never played fucking Doom 3. I played PSX Doom. I want to see shit like that. Fucking shit. Anyway, so I noticed when I've seen a lot of action films and films with shooting up shit and aliens and stuff, there's a lot of movies out there that actually makes a better Doom movie than the Doom movie. You ever notice that? Like,
it's crazy.
Commando. I reckon Commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando, is a better Doom movie, because the scene where he goes to the hideout of the villain who has his daughter, and he just starts fucking, when he gears up, basically just after he gears up, and he fucking one-man armies everyone, like he just shoots
any real gear up moment is much better of a Doom movie segment than the one like, ooh, I'm in first person, I shot 4 zombies, look at me.
Yeah that whole scene where Arnold just kills all those guards on his own like a one-man army, that's Doom. He's even dressed in green and he's muscular just like the Marine.
Yeah, you're right.
It's more of that is a Doom movie more than the actual movie, even though he's rescuing his like daughter or something. It's like rescuing the bunny Daisy. It's the same thing. Thing. See, so guys, if you want to watch Doom movie, go and watch Commando. That's my advice to you. It's a great film.
Just so mark it out on the cover and just write Doom movie on it.
Yeah, just cross out the Commando title and just write Doom.
Print out like a really
cheesy. Like really do the M and the D really pointy, so it's like the title font.
Yeah, really thin Sharpie.
Yeah, just print out the whole like logo and then just.
It's great as well because it's got Arnold and it's 80s joy. You ever watch Commando, right? You ever notice all them little music cues, like the score in the movie is so 80s.
Yeah.
It's so like it's so retro. It's great. Yeah, it's like really cheesy, but in a charming way of the 80s sort of thing.
Now in like modern days, you just have like tubas pointed directly in the microphones, going. That's the score, just like some timpani.
Okay, so chat's saying it's probably going to be like Doom 4. Yeah.
I hope so.
Which is probable, because when Doom 3 came out, the first movie came out, and it was more like Doom 3 than the other games. So now that Doom 4 just came out a couple of years ago, this movie is most probably going to be more like the new Doom. But even that would be way better than the first movie still. Even though it's not the same Doom I grew up and loved, I still like the new Doom, and having played it, I've experienced with it. It's pretty fun. So you could still make a great film out of that. But the other thing is the female lead. That is what really threw me off, because, you know, Doom guy, right? But when I saw a female was being cast, immediately I was thinking like, oh no, here we go. No.
It doesn't even have to be that bad, because there is like a canonical like female Doom guy anyway. Her name's Crash.
Yeah. At first glance, it's like, oh no, they're gonna Ghostbusters this film. But no, when you think about it, I had this idea that like it could just be like Aliens, like Ripley in Aliens, the second Alien film. You know how kick-ass that film is, and she's going about fucking murdering all these monsters and shit. James Cameron action, and especially since the Doom games were actually inspired by Aliens as well. So that would be like a full circle thing. If this movie will be like Aliens, that would be awesome. So we could still have a really cool female lead. And judging by the tweet she made, like there's this picture of her like all sweaty and like having like working out and shit and muscly and like badass, and you could tell like she's going to be awesome. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Fucking this podcast's going to be so dated when the movie comes out and everyone hates it. It's exactly what I said about Ready Player One. Already those streams are dated, but it's
we like really tried to like have some hope and like it's got to be a better video game movie because it's about the soul of video games and not just the look at that thing and that thing.
And it turned out to be look at that thing still, but in VR.
look at that thing, the movie. Oh, that's
if I go to theaters and get to see a cacodemon munch an actual person, I'll be happy. Yeah, I'd love to just see the monsters brought to life in the film and actually look like what they look like in the fucking games. That would be great. It has
to be the Doom 4 monsters, which I actually like those.
I want to see an Archvile in the movie set a fucking guy on fire and him actually being on fire, like because in the games the low res fire. it's not really that, you know, it's not really that realistic.
Yeah.
I want to see some guy actually on fire, like a proper action movie thing.
You see him get thrown up into the air like 12 feet.
And I want to see, fuck the whole Doom charm, right? The new Doom 4 had the classic double barrel sawn off, even though it's an old school weapon in the midst of all this high tech sci-fi futuristic weaponry. They still have the double barrel, the sawn off shotgun, which is like an old coach stage gun, right? So I want the movie to do the same. I want all these guys, all these tech marines with their futuristic plasma rifles, and then the main character just comes out with this old school, like 19th century fucking double barrel shit and just blast the shit out of some fucking demon's head. Oh, I would jizz in the cinema by accident, not on purpose, if I saw that. Please do a movie. Please do that.
Join Pee Wee Herman.
Oh,
I would
What
love
was
to
that?
see that though.
We made the same joke at the same time.
Oh, I didn't even hear you. I gotta turn you up then. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I do have high hopes for this Doom movie. And I'm not just saying that just so I can start saying like, ooh, I have hopes for this movie, and then it comes out and it sucks. Every stream's gonna be like that. We just, hey, this movie might be good, and then it isn't.
And it always sucks. I mean,
have
maybe
to.
It's our curse.
I have to.
Maybe
in
it's
my
our
soul.
curse because we're the suck podcast, and if we call a movie good, it's gonna suck because we cursed it.
We bring suck upon everything.
Yeah, we bring suck upon everything. Everything we talk about ends up sucking. So Rage 2 is gonna suck. That's confirmed.
Oh, come on.
E3 is gonna suck. All the games are gonna suck because we talked about it. That's it. All the games you see on the screen right now, they're all gonna suck now because we covered it. Sorry, guys. $79, $80 for a suck
Oh god,
game.
it's still there.
Grand Theft Auto 5, even though it's already out, everyone says it's good. Now it's gonna go down as shit.
Now it's suddenly gonna suck. Yeah.
2 million people across the world and online say it's going to be great, but because 4 fucking losers in a random podcast somewhere said it's going to be great as well, now it's going to suck.
The absolute synergy of the stream just makes everything
Synergy.
just, it sucks.
The mosaïque. Yeah.
I had a drink. God.
Yeah, if you talk for this long, you'll end up needing a drink. Trust me, I know from experience. I feel like I've trained my voice to go the distance because of all the videos that I've done where I've talked loudly for like hours, like 2 hours of constant loud talking, and my throat gets all dry and achy and sore at the end. But I feel like I've done that so much that I've trained my throat to be like a throat of steel.
I know for an
Bitch,
absolute fact that I will never be able to talk for anywhere near as long as you, mostly because I don't want to. But the other half is my throat just like can't handle it. Even when I'm doing like the Doom streams and I'm not even talking all the time, I'll just be dead.
I guess movies could be a subject of podcast on its own. Like we can have memes and IRL. I think movies and upcoming films could just be a talking point. There's a lot of stuff to come out. Like I see in the chat, what about the Mario movie by Illumination? Now
that's not happening.
We should say it's going to suck and then it's going to be good because it's got the reverse.
That has to be a joke, right? I don't keep up with.
I don't think it's a joke. I think from what I saw, like what was it like back in January or February this year, or even before that, I saw on Twitter or something. It was being talked about. Illumination are going to make a Mario movie.
Oh my god!
The question is,
are you serious?
The big question is, will it be better or worse than the existing Mario Brothers movie? Now you would think that's easy to beat. But it is Illumination, the studio that brought
I was going to say, like, well, that's the Mario Brothers movie,
Minions.
obviously. And then this is actually some decent competition, because it's going to suck, because Illumination is lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
But could it suck that bad?
Illumination is the studio that brought you Minions, and even more Minions. Yay!
And The Grinch.
And more Minions.
And Minions.
It's probably going to be a silent movie, like the Minions movie. How much are you going to bet?
God, oh no! What are you gonna bet? There's gonna be like a cameo or an Easter egg of Minions in the background in the film. There's gonna be like a Minion in one scene. Oh, because you know they can't help their
Nintendo
asses.
officially licensed Minions.
Oh god, it becomes part of the canon. Yeah, Minions are now canon in Mario. Oh god, this just gets worse and worse.
It's like Mario plus Rabbids, but it's Mario plus Minions.
Exactly. And the Minions are just like rip-offs of the Rabbids anyway. So I remember Rabbids from years ago, and they basically do the same bloody thing, but more annoying because they're like little yellow cancer cells. At least the Rabbids have like a crazy rabbit-looking appearance. They kind of look cool.
Yeah, they have like some decent designs. They're meant to be. That's their existence. Minions are just there to make. They're me. They make the funny noise.
No, but they're not funny though. That's the difference between them and you. You're actually funny. These minions are just pain.
Right?
Pain.
They just make
Complete
the
pain.
noise. They don't make the funny noise.
Like how they're like cancer pills, like cyanide pills, like painkiller pills relieve the pain. These little yellow pills make the pain worse.
You swallow one and you die.
Exactly. Oh man. It would be okay, get this in the chat. It would be cool if they fought the mastermind in the end of the new Doom movie and it died by a crusher, like in Doom 2, like the fucking Terminator. Oh my god, with the red eye going out. Oh
yeah, you're right.
Blood gushing and there's like explosions trying to crawl up from underneath the crusher.
Gushing over this, like of what it could be, all the things that the Doom movie could be.
Who was the production team on? I want to know who's actually working on the Doom movie.
Is it Universal or is it Fox, 20th Century Fox, or is it? I don't know who's working on the Doom movie.
Universal, that's it.
Okay, Universal could be good because I know they made.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
I know Universal made the Cornetto trilogy, so they were involved. They were a company involved in that, the Edgar Wright and those films. So I know somewhat from experience that Universal have distributed some cracker movies before. So hopefully, if it was like Fox or Illumination or something like that,
yeah, then
it'd
be
a company
like scary.
like that, then you'd be like, okay, no. But Universal, yeah, could be maybe.
Oh! Here's a bit of a breaker. About 6 hours ago, apparently this is the female lead of the Doom movie, Nina Bergman. Here's her name.
Right, I don't know. I don't know of the actress. I don't know what she's done. Nothing. I'm not familiar with her. But I saw like a picture of her on her Twitter, and she's like a picture of her flexing, and she's all sweaty, like she's been fighting or working out. She's got this badass look. She looks like she's there to fight and get down to business and possibly defeat some Huns, but most probably defeat demons.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully that is.
I see it now.
I'm a woman. Hopefully it won't just be like Ghostbusters, like I'm a woman, pussy, vagina. like this movie of Rise Your Sexist.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link to this video on our Twitter right now.
You can't inject that into Doom movie, even if it has a female lead. You can't do that with Doom because it's the game and the history of Doom has such a legacy, and the iconic character of Doom guy. It's like one man fighting monsters. There's no feminist message or power, so nobody can preach that bollocks into it. Even if there is a female lead, you can't bring that crap into it because Doom has never been about that anyway.
Doom does have a message. Its message is demons are bad.
It's always been about big, muscly, macho man fighting stuff like Brutal Doom. And you know they're going to make the movie like Brutal Doom. They're probably going to take cues.
You're the guy.
Like, employ Sergeant Mark. They would like ask Sergeant Mark, do you want to have a cameo in this movie? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he managed to get that far. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, that's the only like convincing like muscly guy in the Doom community. Every one of them are just like skeleton, like crusty white people.
Everyone else is like beta fucking white skinny motherfuckers. We all are. I mean,
yeah, we all.
Like
I'm not admitting. Yeah. I'll gladly admit it too. I'm a like crusty white person myself.
Yeah. But like that guy's like a proper Chad. He's actually really he's actually ripped. So. I got to give Mark credit where credit is due. He's rocking the look. He's putting down the stereotype of because you're a modder of a video game. You're probably like some skinny fucking pale white shrimpy loser. No, he's fucking packing and he can whoop your ass.
Bro,
yeah.
So I was sorry.
What?
So I was looking around and I found the production team for the new Doom movie is going to be the production team that worked on Tremors and its sequels.
Tremors?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think it's going to be like super action packed, but I think it's going to be like a thriller that leads up to some crazy action.
That could be good. Because like I said, it doesn't have to just be a movie where it's just Doom guy killing a bunch of demons, action. Because we get that in the game. We already have that in the game. If we had a movie that's just mirrors the game, then what's the point? There's no point having a movie. Might as well just play the game.
I'll admit, I was not thrilled by Tremors that much, but it was a fun movie. I'll say that much. It was a very fun movie to watch, even if it wasn't great or anything. Right. So this will definitely be like Doom spirited. It'll be fun.
Yeah. I just have a final opinion on it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got a theory. What if you know how in Doom 4, like the Marine inside the armor is just not revealed at all at any point in time? What if there's a big twist in the movie where this whole time that
Yeah.
through like they fuck up so bad that the entire legacy and all the dooms this whole time
They pull a
it's
Samus
actually the female lead the entire time.
Yeah.
In that
At the end of the first Metroid, where they pull the suit off and it turns out it's Samus and it's a woman the whole time.
Well, she's doing a bad job at hiding it, if that's the case.
Yeah, because we already all know.
Yeah, I know.
You've already unmasked it before the movie even.
I'm in the
got
Doom
made.
movie, guys. Who could I be?
An actor in a Doom movie? Oh god, I wonder what part you're playing. Imagine it's just like a big ruse and a big troll, and it just turns out that she's in a costume for like an imp or something.
Yeah,
And
she
it's
turns
just like-
into like the Rock.
It's just like one of those
Hell
rubber
Knight.
Godzilla. You made me think of like those rubber Godzilla suits, the way you said a costume for an imp.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like,
it's
not
like-
even
it's
CG,
like
just
a-
like a fucking costume. Dude, it better be practical effects. The film better be full of practical effects. Like
It's
gotta be.
Tremors.
Realistic
It's
style.
Tremors.
Unless you're gonna be like
That's what
shooting
they're
people.
for. That's what they're all about. Tremors. They did practical
It
effects and they
better
mix
be.
it with like
Yes.
green screens and shit.
It
So
better be.
If
It's
you've
gonna
actually
be
seen
crazy.
Tremors, then yeah, that's exactly what it's all about.
I haven't seen it myself, so I'm not.
oh my god, you need to watch it. Like, the part where like the old couple like stuck in their basement, they hit the wall and like a ton of guns come flying out.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just gonna play the role of a plasma zombie woman. That's it. Like they're just gonna take cues from Realm 667 and have a bunch of fucking
Oh my
recolored
god.
monsters.
Look at my OC Doom movie villain.
The
It's an imp,
scientist
but
dude with the
blue.
axe. Yeah. The scientist zombie man with the axe. Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of fun whenever that comes out.
My
'cause-
my final opinion on the movie is it doesn't need to just be action because that just mirrors the game. We don't need that. My final opinion on the movie is please let it be this like epic story and like make it all epic, like the tragedy of hell taking over Earth and the Mars base and hell itself and just the whole tragedy of all, because it reminds me of PSX Doom, like certain maps, like the music and the fire sky. It just, when I was a kid and I looked out in the sky and listened to the music, it just sounds so, I don't know any other word than tragic, just like the end of the world scenario, just that dread, that feeling is sort of there, and it's so epic and it's so spine-chillingly good, the thrill of it all. I kind of want that to be captured in the movie. If we could try and capture that thriller side of it, that would be absolutely great. So please, movie, don't let me down. I love Doom more than anything in my whole life, so please don't fucking let me down. I don't usually butthurt fanboy on many things at all, but this is one thing that's very important to my soul and means a lot to me, so please do not fuck it up. Nina Bergman and Universal, don't. And you guys are like holding me back. Don't fight, it's not worth it. I'm
gonna say one of my big things for this movie is I know a lot of the more recent Doom games, like 3 and 4, have been touching on this, but I hope they do a bit more of an effort to explain like the whole theme of how far are we willing to go to better ourselves to the point of having to kill all these demons and such. Because I know Doom 4 had a lot of like, it was just kind of a regulatory thing, like demons coming in and like killing all your friends. Like that was part of the business.
Yeah. But
So
now
I
it
hope
should be
they
like
go-
a moral like
Yeah,
conflict.
yeah, exactly.
Like, at what point am I the evil now? What, I'm the monster because I'm just killing. Yeah, there should be like a scene where it involves the Berserk pack, and the Berserk makes her or him or whoever's playing the part go all fucking mad and rage. Like you inject, like the Berserk pack has like a syringe in it. That's how I believe it works.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
like you could have a bit in the movie where you can see her or him injecting like this red syringe full of red fluid, not blood, but like weird red fluid in, like it's glowing red. It's like glowy. Like I'm thinking like special effects and shit. Injects this shit in, and then you can see the character going like not Hulk, but like just getting really mad, and like, and that can lead up to that scene where it's like, at what point am I now just a monster myself because I'm just a killing machine and I've lost my mind because I've spent so long out here with no human social contact, just killing monsters. Now I've just become like a zombie or a monster myself because I've lost my emotions, sort of thing. That could be a cool little emotional moral of the story to put in there. It might be cheesy depending on the way they execute it, but that would still be pretty cool.
There's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be cheesy because it's Doom,
Yeah,
and if it's the
it's
guy
Doom.
with Tremors, it's gonna be really cheesy.
Doom has always had a small, corny charm though, a little bit, because like the MIDI rock music and the in jokes and the Romero's head on the stick and things like that, just little like gags and goofs that are in the game already. That it isn't like a totally serious. What I grew up with obviously was a totally serious and eerie thing, but the original game is like, it always has a splice of humor in it as well. So it needs to have that. It needs to have a cheesy feel. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I really hope this film's gonna be good.
So good luck with that Doom movie. Let me go back to the chat and make sure we're all caught up here.
This podcast is going great so far.
As long as you're talking about movies, why not discuss Infinity War? Good point. No, I think this will definitely help lead into it. So,
boy.
So I don't feel so good.
Could we, yeah, exactly. Can we segue from the movies into the meme section with this movie? I think that will work.
It's perfect because Infinity War memes have kind of just taken over to the point of obnoxiousness.
Like, we made the decision to talk about memes regularly every stream or podcast because by this point in 2018, in the current year, we have like 3 memes every day or something.
Memes are autistic. Memes have become like the embodiment of ADHD. You can't have one for more than a day and just be like, wow, how do I keep going on with this? I think I can really like celebrate this. No, it's got to be like a new meme.
So fast, but this by this year it's accelerated so fast. We no longer have a meme or 2 memes a month. We now have several memes every week. It seems, at least with Twitter anyway. It's just constant shit, right? So by this point, the memes are giving us plenty of material. Every time we do a stream, there's more memes that have come out. So we've always got something to discuss. So that could be an easy segment. So we've made the decision to make that a regular thing because we can't help but talk about memes every time we stream anyway, so we might as well turn it into a talking point.
Yeah, just go ahead and if memes are going to be here, they might as well be here to stay. But Infinity War, I know
Infinity War is the biggest, man. I've seen that shit everywhere. The fucking disintegration. I gotta tell like the chat and the viewers, I know I've already told you, but I just gotta tell everybody, I haven't seen the film, but it comes to the point where I know what happens in the film and I know the gist of the film just because of how much exposure to these memes I've had. I've seen so much shit with the memes that I know how the film goes now. I basically have seen the film through the memes. This is going to be the future of the internet. We're going to watch movies like indirectly through memes.
I mean, literally, some guys like going around posting like a 50 megabyte version of the Emoji Movie in Discords. So that's essentially a meme version of the movie if it's going to be like that low quality. So you're kind of right, maybe not in the exact sense, but
I don't want to. I kind of don't want to go and delve into meme theory again because once I do that, I put my tinfoil hat on. I go on for ages, but I've got so many like theories and
in fact, I love the system.
And that. Yeah. But the thing, there's this thing about when you say memes are dying so fast, they're dying as soon as they're born. The thing about memes these days compared to memes as they used to be and the video ones is that whenever someone makes a funny edit on Twitter, now it's not even a caption or a SpongeBob fucking reaction picture. It's not even that anymore. It's any time someone makes a funny edit. The Bart hitting Homer with the chair is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Someone makes a funny edit using an old clip of a show, Simpsons, SpongeBob, Family Guy, whatever. Everyone has to copy it.
I think it's just the fact that people are getting lazy because funny edits, they're fine. When like, the really high quality ones can be good.
People have always been making funny edits that get loads of likes and retweets on Twitter. For years, people have been doing the occasional viral tweet that's like a funny edit. But it's come to the point where this year, it seems to me that every time someone does a funny edit like that, that's kind of well made and is a quick chuckle, everybody has to do their own version, and that's what turns every joke into a meme. Because
it's just the absolute like fallacy of the whole Peter Griffin holds his knee thing.
Yeah, exactly. The knee thing. That's what most.
It's because they're so easy to make. It's just play the clip, wait for him to get to the part, and then play a sound that isn't Peter Griffin going
Just play something else that people recognize. Whether it's
you don't have the brain power, you don't have that meme brain power to go into it and like you can actually do something other than different noise. Haha, it's funny. And that's exactly what's going to happen to the Homer gets hit with chair thing too.
Yeah.
It's just Homer gets hit with chair.
Evolved compared to art. We're in the post-modern era of memes. Soon memes will collapse in on themselves and go back to top text, bottom text, impact font 2010. I'd actually like to see that. I kind of miss those.
Sure. I like those. I genuinely like a lot of those.
It's kind of like the multiverse theory that science have with like the big crunch, the big bang, the universe expands, then it starts to shrink, and then the big crunch happens, and then it blows up and expands again. Multiverse. That's the meme.
God, I wish that were me.
it implodes in on itself back to the old memes, and then it becomes ironic and self-aware again, and then it gets lazy, and then it goes back to maybe that's what happens. We'll just have to see in the next 5 to 10 years. Only we will know. Bart hits Homer is just Peter's knee again. Exactly, and a lot of these memes are that.
I'll tell you what, a good one that actually has some like effort into it. That's not just do funny noise instead of the actual thing. Is and I didn't expect it at first, but the trumpet boy thing.
Yeah, because of the Photoshop like movement, like they keep moving all the characters and
it has to be like the brackets in the Photoshop. They actually have to have like some decent edits, and they have to go with whatever their song they're doing.
That's what separates a trash normie tier meme from a decent, fairly good meme. Is a meme that it's usually the video ones. The video memes are always the best because they're the ones that encourage more. I guess the Peter knee and the Homer chair thing, it doesn't really count because they're like short clips. But I mean like full videos, like We Are Number One, Shia LaBeouf, Just Do It. They were the best memes. Steam Hams, they were the best memes of all time.
My boy, the Glob Glow Gab Galab. That is the video meme of now.
Right. So that's
actual video.
These are the best ones because they're the full videos with so much you could do with them. It's not just one joke, one punchline, Peter hurting his knee. It's one joke that you can replace with something else. Whereas these videos are just a whole load of things. The whole video you could turn into something else. And people tend to get the most creative with these ones anyway. People making crazy Kyle's green screens, edits, some sort of, like clever editing trick.
It's all about effort.
It's all about effort. You could tell the difference between a good one and a bad one. If it gets old very quickly and it's not funny, that's probably because it's just like a SpongeBob reaction image and it's just the same joke over and over. Whereas the video ones that have all different kinds of edits, even if people keep copying and doing their own versions, it could still be entertaining for longer.
Well, it's more of a bit of a combination of like, there's got to be substance and there has to be effort to get the substance out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that tinfoil hat from you and just put it on for a bit.
Yeah,
there's got to be some kind of I'll just borrow that for a second. There's got to be some kind of like deeper bit. Like there's got to be like more levels than just he made a noise or he got punched. Haha, funny.
Yeah,
there's got to be some kind of stories to them. And if people are smart enough, like the big guys like Grande, to see those, the meme readers, then they can actually do something with them. They can bring that to life or whatever.
Yeah, they can evanescence that shit.
Call the meme and save it.
Yeah,
from the dark.
But yeah, Drake and Josh treehouse scene. Okay, that's another one.
That's actually pretty good. That one's a good one too.
We were trying to think of other memes to bring up, and I couldn't. I knew there was one I wasn't thinking of, and I forgot. And that was probably it. Yeah, that one. Yes. You green screen them into a different situation. It's kind of good because it's a green screen meme, but I think we've kind of established at this point the worst memes are the caption ones where it's like when you do this or something, it's just a fucking SpongeBob reaction pic.
Yeah,
it's like, we all look like we all do that face when we have a bad time. So those are the worst.
And when you bad thing and SpongeBob.
Yeah, when you bad thing and SpongeBob's sad face. Yeah. And then just above that, you have the Peter knee, where it's just one joke, one clip, one sound to change. Oh, look, guys, it's a different thing instead of what it originally was.
Yeah, and then above that would be like the it'll be near Drake and Josh. I don't know if it's exactly Drake and Josh because you have to put effort into those. It's like almost Filthy Frank green screen memes.
Yeah. That kind of stuff.
It'll be Filthy Frank green screen memes, then Drake and Josh. Because Filthy Frank green screens, you just put something, when you bad, and then Filthy Frank walks out. This is bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't let your kids watch it. Yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
Reaction green screens and then actual green screens. That's another tier up.
That was exactly. Yeah. Because the Filthy Frank ones, as much as I love the Filthy Frank clips and how useful they could be to use well, most people just use them as a reaction meme. It's just, he's calling this thing bad. That's it. That's the joke.
Yeah, thanks for telling me what I already know, Frank.
Whereas like the Shia LaBeouf Just Do It, that was green screened for amazing. Do you remember when that was a big meme? Do you remember some of the viral YouTube videos that were edited? Some of the edits were fucking incredible.
Yes.
Memes were good. That meme was still one of the best, man. The things people did with it, like the Batman v Superman trailer, the Damn It Shia when he's like edited into some guy's balcony, and the oh my god, and the Harder, Faster, Better, Do It. Those edits were fucking incredible. Absolutely phenomenal.
That's exactly comes back to my point about effort.
Just incredible effort, yeah. those ones, we just don't know. That's what you can do with a green screen meme, not just have the green screen dude appear on something good or bad and say this is good or this is bad.
I think
Wow.
my best impression for one of those about the Drake and Josh ones is when they're in Half-Life and the guy actually like kind of like lowers the quality on the original green screen footage and lowers the audio quality as well. So it
when he lowered the quality, he
Yeah.
set the codec to like 8-bit, and then he added like a ton of reverb, and like every time they'd say something, he'd like replace their voices with the sound effect
yeah.
That's good. I like it when a meme is inserted into a situation or a video game or something, and they switch it up to make it more accurate, as if they're really there, sort of thing. That little attention to detail is what I love in memes as well. That sort of stuff. Love it.
Effort.
So,
if anyone watching takes away anything about making a meme, put effort.
Yeah. You can't just make a funny reaction pic and expect to be hilarious, guy. It's just not going to work anymore. Maybe back in the day, because the reason why 2010, 2011 impact text memes were so popular is because it's like the early days of movies and film and animation. Nobody had seen anything like it before.
It's like the dude just like rubbing the two sticks together and like starting
it's rubbing the two sticks together. Wow. But now, exactly. Now and even I used to love those when I was
now we're like in the industrial age, and like there's people like entrepreneuring new stuff.
Exactly.
All those like peddlers on the street, like when you like bad time.
It's like people making their own little plasma high-tech fucking fire start creators when you just not even cigarette lighter, you just fucking press a button and it makes fire without even burning any fuel or creating any emissions,
and no one cares.
Some fucking caveman comes along and rubs two sticks together and goes, I can make fire too. No, just get out of here with that. That shit's
we are entering the stage of meme-tropolis, and you people are gonna give us this crap.
The only problem about the memes and the way they've gone over the years is the irony as well as the saturation. There's the irony side, like the JPEG compression, B emojis, and those edit
up contrast,
those ones. The ridiculously ironic ones, they make no sense.
The bottom text.
Yeah. Those ones where it's like and there's no real joke. The joke is just this is intentionally looks terrible, and that's the joke. That gets to the point where when you're so much in irony, you just become the thing. And I remember a couple of like YouTubers saying this before. And it's actually a really good point. What point when you do something ironic gets to a point where you are just straight up doing it anyway? So it doesn't matter if you're doing it ironically, you are still doing that thing. So you look like an idiot, sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Like,
so I don't know. Say the Pickle Rick Ree guy, right? The guy who did the Ree shit on the countertop. That was just that whole thing was a prank. He did it as on purpose as a joke, right? He mentioned in like a video where someone interviewed him, he did it as a joke. But you could use that as an example. Like if you went and did that as a joke in a McDonald's, right? And you demanded your Szechuan sauce. I know this is the old meme, but bear with me, guys. It's just for the analogy. If you went and did that and you were doing, but don't worry, guys, it was a joke. I'm not actually that retarded. I'm just doing it for a laugh. It's just a joke. But it doesn't matter. You still went into McDonald's and made a fucking ass of yourself.
Yeah, during the height of the whole Szechuan sauce thing. And you're going to go in there and you're going to join the people. People are going to associate you with that, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And they did associate. Everyone started thinking the fans were like that because of that one guy who did it as a joke. He kind of single-handedly took down the fan base's reputation. That's amazing. But I'm saying if you went and did something like that and you did it as a joke and it was just to be funny or something, so you saw the funny side of it. I mean, yeah, that's well and good with your friends, but everyone else in the public joint sees you as just some fucking lunatic. So it doesn't matter whether it's ironic or not. But that's just one example. I'm talking about as like any meme, any ironic meme. At what point do we start doing these B emoji, hey Peter, massive JPEG compression, fucking laughing, crying emoji shit? At what point do we keep doing those ironically? And it's just like, wait, we are actually just making these. It's just stupid. Like,
yeah, we're just doing that now. I'm just like trying to put like, I'm just saying B. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying B.
Yeah. So it's like, it doesn't matter whether you're still doing it ironically because you're still doing it. And that's the point.
Guys, look, I'm retarded. Ha, gotcha. I was ironic.
Precisely. That's exactly, yeah. Ironic memeing is now a meme. We all lose. Filthy Frank, yeah. Well, like I say, I dread to think where the meme-verse is going in the next 5 to 10 years, but we just have to wait and see. Hopefully, intellectual people like me and you will keep it going and keep it alive in its own way.
We have to establish communism. Communism.
Yeah, I can only hope that the smarter memers and the people who put all the effort in keep the shit going and alive, because there's just so much shit. The vast majority of like normies and that just do it the bad way. It's a very small, you know, cut above the rest that actually do the effort memes. But I hope that's enough to carry it along, because you know some memes are fun.
Well, I know, as unfortunate as it is to say, memes are eventually going to get picked up by like a lot of advertisement like programs.
Yeah, they already have. You know what? I got a story to tell you guys. Because
I know. Like Nickelodeon actually like uses like they've been embracing like SpongeBob reaction images, and they're like, when you watch Nickelodeon shows, and it's like,
oh god, SpongeBob like, smiling, just happy. Yeah. Oh my god, and that's the other problem. Not just the ironic thing, but it's like the more we use them, and the more we get popular with them, and the more social media gets more and more popular, and the more years that pass and the media and older people get with the times, because everybody's using the internet now, and the older generations will die out and the newer generations will grow up, more and more professional people will adopt this stuff, and it will be worse and worse and worse, and more companies will keep memeing to market. Some of them do it okay. Just 2 days ago, I think it was about 2 days ago, I saw this thing on Twitter where Western fucking Digital, those motherfuckers sly as shit. They knew what they were doing. You've seen this, right?
I think.
They knew what they were fucking doing. They posted something about their hard drive of that, and it was like a 4-panel pic, and you already know what it's going to be, a 4-pic panel.
Oh my god.
And in the first one and the last one, the hard drive was visible, but in the other two, it was just like a plant or something. I didn't really know how they were going about it, but you knew what it was. In the last panel, the hard drive was upright vertical, and it was something horizontal to the right of it. You knew what it was. And it's just like, that is okay. And stuff like Wendy's, like when Wendy's was being savage to people on Twitter all the time, I love that as well. So sometimes companies can do it all right without being cringy, sometimes. But for the vast majority, especially when it comes to TV and media, fucking news companies and shit doing it, and fucking Ellen Show and Hillary Clinton and shit.
Here's what I think.
None of that. None of that.
Here's what I think. It's just like the folly of doing something for everyone to do it, like everyone on the planet. Like you're essentially just taking like a big bucket, and you're like, here, you want to like pour some water in my bucket? We can all like enjoy like this mixture of memes.
So you just like it's literally communism.
Communism.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
Just get everyone to like pour some water, and when you get around to this one guy, it's just like this crazy guy, pulls down his pants, takes a shit in your bucket, and
exactly.
You can't just take it out. You got to keep going. You already told everyone you're gonna like.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna share the mixture.
Even if you take the shit out, it's contaminated the water, so you have all these people contributing this fun, but this person has shit on it for everyone.
Yeah, and you can talk about the guy who like shit in the bucket, but you can't really do anything about it other than that.
Yeah,
after it's already done.
You can't keep going because it's already fucked. So it's just like all I can think of is like big news companies and TV media and stuff like that. Those are the companies I can think of where they do a meme, and it's so. Have you seen the Twitter accounts that do it badly? There are some Twitter accounts that do it okay, like I said, Wendy's, Western Digital. I gotta shout out Western Digital for that lost meme, seriously, because I love WD. Okay, I've had a hard drive from them since 2010. I've had a hard drive from them for over 7 years, and it still works fine. So last year I bought a new one for more space, and it's great. I fucking love Western Digital. If you guys want to sponsor Hexa, that is fucking yes, I'll do it. This video is not brought to you by Western Digital, but I kind of wish it was because I love them. So they are reliable as fuck. They really are. But they can do it right. So accounts like the lost meme that they did, and Wendy's being savage and stuff like that, some companies can kind of get it right. But I feel like they've probably got like a younger social media team in their office, and they just sit on a computer doing Twitter and managing all the. I feel like that's a job that I could probably apply for. Why can't I get a job like that? Where I could just sit on the Twitter for McDonald's and just like be cool with the hip with the kids? Because I know I am a kid. I know what the kids like. I feel like they've got like a dedicated team of younger 20-something employees who just stay on Twitter, and that's probably what that is. But there are other companies that don't do it right, that do it bad. Have you seen them? Have you seen the ones that keep replying to each other?
Yeah,
sort of clever. Those. And it's sometimes it's cool to see, like when the moon, what was it, the moon pie?
Moon pie, yeah. And they were just like so stupidly chill about it.
Yeah, some of them started out like that, where they were like roasting each other, and the companies hit back at each other on their official accounts. It was kind of funny, but then every company started doing it. like when Sonic the Hedgehog and Doom and like every company started replying with like dabbing and stuff, and they kept replying to it, and it's like lol, and so, it's like don't do that.
It hurts. It hurts.
Don't.
Like I think the big thing is they're trying to just like make it look
the
like,
company.
hey guys, we are one of
Oh,
you. We
yeah,
are person
yeah.
too. We can make the dab meme. We can talk
Yeah.
to each other like the dab meme.
And I understand what you're trying to do, not just marketing wise, but friendly wise. I understand you're trying to be friendly, but we know you're a company, so don't pretend to not be. Like, there's no, embrace the fact that you're a corporate company, yeah, but have some charm to it. Like, be like, yeah, you know, we're a big company and you buy our products, but you know, here's some relevant thing for kids today, you know, some fucking meme or some shit, but be chill about it. Don't
It's more than
force it.
easy enough to be professional and still like have a soul.
Be hit with the kids. Be hit with the kids.
Exactly,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How
There is a
do you
way
do
to do
fellow
it.
kids?
Yeah, exactly. So many companies do that. How do you do fellow kids? And it's not hard. It's not hard to just embrace whatever memes are chucked at you by the public and whatever, but don't force it. Don't keep shoving everything that you think is popular at everybody, because more likely than not, it's not. Oh God, yeah. Is it Christopher Walken? I thought it was Steve Buscemi, right? Wasn't it Steve Buscemi the fucking?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah,
Buscemi.
Buscemi,
I know
Steve
my shit.
Buscemi.
Buscemi. I know my shit. Steve Buscemi. Yeah, that's right. Oh God, Dabba Demon. I swear to God, if the Doom, but you guys better not fucking tarnish the movie with memes. If I see one hip meme reference in the whole film, I will be mad as shit.
Yeah, if I see one corpse like laid in a dab position, I will walk out of the theater.
He just so happens to have his arm severed, and it's like in front of his face. It's like, oh look, he's doing it.
He's doing it. I gotta leave now, and I just like climb over the theater
pissed.
seats.
As much as I just said, I know companies can do it right. That's like social media. That's where you should be like trying to be hip with the kids. When it comes to actual products like your movies, don't inject pop culture in it. Just don't, because it dates the film instantly. Have you ever gone and watched the first Alvin and the Chipmunks or G-Force, the hamsters, that film?
Yeah, I saw that one.
If you've seen either of those, they are like time stamped to the exact month of the year it was made. Because of the amount of pop music and pop culture references that are made in those movies, they date it to the T, and it is awful. It's just like rotten, absolutely rotten. Because you can do a time period.
I went back and played Borderlands 2 again, and that is a good example of how to timestamp something like directly to like the week it was made.
Like, you can do a periodic movie, like it's set in a certain like Victorian time, so it's time stamped. Obviously, it's set in a period. You can do that, but when you don't intend to do that, when it's just like, oh, it's the modern day. Like, say there was a movie that came out that was like nostalgic 2000s kids or some shit, like Walkmans and shit, and it was supposed to be set in the mid 2000s. That would make sense, but most of these films that do the pop culture references, it's not to time period the current day. It's just to be like, oh, this is what's happening now. But it won't always be now. In 5 years' time, it will be 5 years ago. And then in 10 years' time, it'll be a decade ago. So it won't be now, will it? Guys, you've got to use your brains. Stop thinking about current trends and don't date your movies. Some of them just end up horribly dated, and they age terribly.
Doesn't help if they're not that good of a movie anyway. Like, you can get away with it if it's like a little nostalgia thing. If the movie's good enough, then the tropes of that year will actually work out. But
my bottom line point about what I'm talking about here is, please, this new Doom movie coming out, if it's going to be good, don't put any pop culture references, memes, none of that. No social media. No, don't even mention Twitter or nothing. No, don't mention anything, because it will instantly date that movie. I want that movie to be timeless. I want
Killing the Demons, RN.
Yeah. I want it to be one of those films you could watch again and again, and it still just seems like, you know, you could watch it any time. It doesn't feel dated. It feels timeless. There are lots of films like that I love watching, and I want this to be one of them. So don't fucking do it.
I think the problem is that our trends nowadays just suck.
Dude, I just thought of something, and you just verified my thought about going in on it just by saying that. So I've got this other thing. You couldn't really call this a theory because it's just silly. It's not, I don't think it's real, but it's just like a fun thing to think. You know, when the world ended in 2012, I think it genuinely did, but technically in a metaphorical way,
yeah, like
socially.
Like
because
that.
no, hear me out. Think about it. If you can sum up all the cringy things, all the dumb trends, all the internet stuff, videos, memes, trends, people, politics, celebrities being retarded, you know, everything that is annoying and bad and cringy and horrible about everything right now, right? It all kind of started after Gangnam Style, kind of. Don't you think?
You cannot convince me that Gangnam Style is bad.
But it was just after that, when Gangnam Style hit 1 billion views on YouTube, that's the straw that broke the entire universe's back. Okay, that's it. But I think the Mayans were onto something, because when you look at the internet, politics, memes, celebrities, people, everything.
God
right?
just struck down the world when Gangnam Style hit.
Yeah. I'm not going to say Gangnam Style was what killed it, but that was sort of a roundabout way it happened. I think that you could say that 2012, the world actually kind of did end, but it was the world as we knew it. A different world sort of emerged, and we're sort of like in hell now. This is sort of like a hellish, it just, because you know, people keep saying it gets worse and worse every year. 2016 was the worst year ever. 2017 is off to a great start, and then 2018, Logan Paul hangs he fucking films a dead body. 2018 is off to a great fucking start. Yeah, it keeps getting worse and worse every year. It just doesn't stop, right? Because since 2012, we've been living in a alternate reality where everything is far.
We live in a society.
I love that. Hey, girls, did you know that we live in a society? It was great. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. Like we just maxed out, and now like socially, like everything's just collapsing, and like just
something like that.
things.
Yeah, I don't think we maxed out. I don't feel like we reached any peak at 2012 or anything. I feel like we could have still gotten better, because we still have had good stuff. Like again, Shia LaBeouf memes and. I don't know, better internet for one, and you know, more Doom live streams, channels, all sorts of stuff. You know, things happen. More TV shows, more video games, more movies. The Doom video game. Good things have happened, but I think in general, just awful, horrible things that we all hate and just annoying and terrible. And
well, you know what? And unfortunately, and I really hate to
keep...
actually say something like this, but I think we're just like in that we are like the one period, like you know, back in like the 1400s and such, where it was like. Ashamed to like show off your ankles or some shit.
Oh right, yeah.
So I'm just thinking like we are like part of that too. Like we're just like not accepting this crap that's gonna happen in like 80 years or so. Like why is this man posting videos of getting his sister naked for Fortnite kills?
Oh my god, you serious? No, but it's never been this bad before. Back in like 2011 to 2012, we never had shit like that. Come on. The worst things we had was, why is there so many Taylor Swift music videos on my homepage?
Yeah.
Come on, that's nothing. It's just what's that? It's nothing compared to the absolute like practically illegal shit that we're seeing today. That's
it is straight up illegal.
Not only cringy or bad. It's not even just cringy or bad. It's just straight up fucked up. It's just actually, you know what? This is making me uncomfortable. It's actually fucked up. It's serious. So we've gotten to a point. It's never been this bad before. I swear, it's never been this bad. It's not like we're just noticing it now. No, I swear it's not. It's legitimately gotten this bad in the last 5 years. 2013 was a turning point. You see what I mean? Yeah. And you know what I hate? The fact that I started my YouTube channel and everything I've done on YouTube in 2013. I sort of began after the world already ended, and I hate that. I really hate that.
It's too late. You gotta die now.
Yeah. I wish I was here for longer as an internet personality, but what can I do?
You could have uploaded Gangnam Style.
Yeah. Or done a Harlem Shake. I don't fucking know. No, that was after the point of no return. So this, you can't call it a theory, because if I called that a theory, I would sound like a lunatic. This is not a legit theory. This is just like a bit of fun, just a laugh. But it's an interesting thought, don't you think? That all these horror.
Oh yeah, I got to give you your tinfoil hat back.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I've got to put that back on. It's the frogs. Yeah. So since the technical, when everyone thought the world ended in December 21st, 2012, that is where it all went wrong. See, and there have been good things since then, but in general, things have just kept taking turns for worse and constantly taking turns for worse. As we speak right now, something else is gonna fucking go wrong. Fucking Big Shaq's gonna die or something. I'm fucking.
Oh my god! Don't say Big Shaq in the
violence.
Yeah. Don't say Big Shaq in the S.U.C.C podcast, because we're gonna give him the curse.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Take it back.
I hope. You better not have no fucking Tupac incident or nothing. He better stay alive, okay? Relax. You know what I mean, though? Things are going to keep getting worse and worse, and despite
that'd be like really sad if someone did a drive-by on Big Shaq, because that's just like...
That's just fucking sad. That's just fucking heartless.
It's not like real hood shit or anyway. Like
exactly.
He's not like going around...
He's a comedy character.
Yeah.
I swear, if anyone hurts my Big Shaq, okay, I'm fucking standing up for him. Do a petition to get him the medical help he needs. I'm not having that. because he brings joy to our hearts. But yes, 2012, the world ended, and if you think about it, it kind of actually did in a metaphorical way. So what do you think? Fucking deep shit or what?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we could trace all this horrible shit all the way back to when the world ended.
Maybe it's just a generational thing. Maybe we're just like witnessing a decent change, but you got some points in there. I'll admit that. Laser, serious talk. I think the mainstream is running YouTube. Celebrities taking over, and they don't have to listen to the rules like Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy fucking Kimmel.
I even find it so sad and oddly fitting that the new YouTube rewards have the play button as the parts removed. Yeah, you are right about that. And I think that's more just not really YouTube themselves doing it, but just like the big corporations coming in and talking to YouTube about it. Like, we're going to give you like billions of dollars if you'll sponsor our people. And they're like, okay, of course, we want billions of dollars.
Two things about YouTube and how it's no longer broadcast yourself. It's now go fuck yourself. Like everyone says that, right? There's two main things. Number one, YouTube wants to make money and they want to be corporate and they want to become like TV. They want to put all the main like American stations, news, all that. They want to incorporate that with YouTube. They want to make money and they don't give a shit about people's home videos anymore, right? And number two is I heard a good point brought up in a podcast the other day. It seems to be that there are no, like, think about Twitch, right? The admins at Twitch and the people who run the site, they're people who actually watch Twitch and use the site, whereas people who run YouTube don't actually really use it. They're just people at Google. They're Google employees that own YouTube, don't you think?
Yeah,
that would make a lot of sense. Right. They don't actually use YouTube's interface or watch videos or even make videos. She certainly don't fucking even know how to. She has to ask people to fucking do it for her. Okay, don't get me started on her because I will go into full-blown...
not that.
Okay, so yeah. So clearly we know they're completely incompetent at their own fucking website. That's because they don't really own it or run it. They own it, I mean, but they didn't really create it at this point. The people who actually did create it back in 2005 or whatever, they're not really there anymore. It's now the people at Google who own and run the shit, and they don't know anything about YouTube. They don't use it. That's probably why YouTube has such shit and are so out of touch with the user base. And if they fucking used YouTube once in a while, they'll realize that the layout changes are fucking atrocious and they should stop bloody doing it. Yeah.
I think just YouTube in general has one of the worst, like, internal PRs. I'm not going to say, like, PR as a whole, because like some people actually like them, but like people who actually use YouTube, everyone just seems to hate it. I have never seen such a positive reaction to a mass shooting before.
Oh god, yeah, that's kind of fucked. That's kind of fucked.
It is.
I don't condone that. I don't want people to go, because what good is that going to do? If I went out and shot up YouTube and fucking shot Susan in the head, what the fuck's that going to do? That's going to make it worse.
They're just going to replace her with someone else. It's probably going to like do worse or nothing really different.
Just goes, shuts down or something, or goes under. Like, oh sorry, it's unavailable at the moment. We'll be back in a few months or something when we find a new CEO or something. Like, it's not going to help anyone. If I kill all the team, YouTube, if you're listening, okay, I'm not. This is just hypothetical, okay? I have to clarify this in case I get my...
Shootings in every sense are bad, okay? Doesn't matter if it's the worst company on the planet gets hit. Every sense, shooting people is bad.
Anything, though. You think, oh, it's justice, good for YouTube because they've been fucking sober. But yeah, but it doesn't help anything if you go and shoot and kill people at the headquarters. What's that going to do? It's not going to help your fucking channel, is it? It's not going to get you monetized again, is it? It's not going to go... They're going to point a gun to her head and she's going to go, okay, I'll just click the yellow, turn it green again. Fucking no, that's not going to work. Not going to work. So it's not going to help anything. EA shooting. I'm sorry, I'm bad for laughing at that. EA shooting. Just at E3, there's like a shooter at E3 when EA step up and announce Star Wars Battlefront DLC fucking pay-to-play shit.
God.
Where someone just goes and shoots up the
Don't worry, people. Shootings are still bad.
Oh, God. No,
shootings are still bad. Let's shoot up EA.
I tell you what would cause a shooting, though. If Gabe Newell stood up and said, 3, have a nice E3.
God, that green text.
It's a big 3, have a nice E3. And he gets fucking shot. That would probably happen. He shouldn't actually do that because he might actually get murdered. He might actually, someone out there are a lot of big fans of Half-Life and someone might be crazy enough to go insane and fucking attack him. He could actually be in danger if he trolls people like that. So, Gabe, if you're ever watching this, which you won't, I advise you to not fuck around.
I think the idea behind the whole YouTube thing and what happened in that shooting is they want to just like flick a light bulb on somewhere.
I feel bad. I'm gonna feel so bad for fucking reading this. But I know the only people watching this podcast are you guys in the chat that are with us and in on the joke with us.
No.
There's nobody here watching who's gonna hear me read this comment out and go, well, he's a fucking sexist, because you know I'm just reading a comment out. She was the only casualty. Women can't I can't read it. Women can't even commit domestic terrorism correctly. Oh, and the next guy fucking arrows it like an agreement. Oh my god. Okay, I have no comment on that, but I find it hilarious. That's my only comments. I find it hilarious. That's it. I have no strong feelings one way or another.
The fact that we are actually getting this drastic at this point, like, the fact that we're thinking the only way I'm going to get YouTube's attention to start fixing these problems is to shoot people.
Yeah, people get so angry. She was a psycho though. It's not. I don't.
Oh yeah, she was obviously a psycho though.
Yeah, it's not. Don't get it wrong. It's not the general like YouTube user base that are thinking about going and attacking YouTube headquarters because they're getting so angry. No. It was just that one person because obviously they're mentally unstable. That's just that. But everyone else is just like, well, fuck, something's got to be done, right? Well,
hey guys, I'm back.
Oh, hey man, he's back. Jonathan
is back. I forgot to mention he was gone.
Yeah, no, he had to leave like about 45 minutes ago. It was about half an hour ago or some shit.
We're talking about shootings.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We're talking about shootings.
We played
John,
Doom,
do you want to get shot?
Sounds like good to me.
Doom, so shooting's kind of my expertise, I'd say, at least virtually. Yeah. This podcast is getting as heavy as Henry.
Yeah, let me go grab my AK-47 and grab M16.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah, the YouTube did implement a new thing. I don't know if you guys saw this, but they recently implemented a small new feature where they're putting a lot of trust in creators. Certain creators have been given an early test of it, where you can label your videos as certain amount of profanity, certain amount of this and that might help you get monetized more. I heard about that. I think certain top YouTubers were given an early access to it.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Did you not hear
top
about
YouTubers? No, I haven't heard about that. But what do you mean top YouTubers? They are not the ones with the problems.
No. But yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. That's what YouTube do, because they're only people that they trust the most. So the most famous people. They don't know who anyone else is. They don't look at them. Only the people who are the most famous on YouTube, they even are aware of existing. So of course they give them the first dibs.
I mean, Lord, I shouldn't even have any trust at this point. One of the biggest guys went out and recorded a dead guy.
I don't think he did. I think he didn't. Yeah, that's the funny thing about it. Every time there's some big like invitation for all YouTubers, Hughes always says, "I wasn't invited" or "I didn't get it." It's just the tradition at this point. He didn't get it. Yeah, nah, you gotta love him, man. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with this new feature. I don't know if people are still talking about it, but I hope it becomes a new thing, because
I gotta look that up. I want to know like what all that.
Yeah, I'd like to see something being done about this. YouTube is just a joke. Like, I don't even have to explain it. Everyone knows YouTube is a joke after all the whole demonetization and everything that they've done.
Yeah, and the 9 days took for them to respond about Logan Paul filming a dead guy. Yeah, that is right.
All that. Yeah, everything else. There's just so many things I could list off that YouTube's done that's just awful. And yet somehow the layout changing is still at my #1 above everything else that pisses me off about YouTube. because I don't make any money anyway, so demonetizing doesn't affect me.
Oh yeah, same here. I don't care. All I care about is if things get blocked. Like
yeah.
Like when I was doing the Nut Shack, they actually 2 months after I did it, it's still unlisted. They actually blocked it again. While it's unlisted, while people can't see it.
The Nut Shack is such a big deal and so fucking famous and important. They have to make sure it's blocked twice. They have to stop any kind of illegal Nut Shack activity. Yeah. I mean, like 24. You see them streams on YouTube. It's like 24-hour SpongeBob and Simpsons cartoons or Rick and Morty, whatever. Oh yeah, that's fine. You can play that shit. Yeah. You can have the 24-hour streams of
play Viacom and TV Fox's stuff. Not the Nut Shack though.
Not the Nut Shack though. We'll take that down in 20 minutes.
Stay away from that little Philippine company.
Yeah.
No Nut Shack for you.
Let's just double check the chat, because I know I've been glancing at it, but I haven't been looking through every. Let's see if there's any good points brought up. So yeah, YouTube is another topic I guess we could bring into podcasts, but not every single podcast. It's one of those occasional segments. So when YouTube does something big, we could bring that into the podcast as a segment, maybe.
My idea right now is we just have like a wide variety. Because we've done just fine. I haven't even looked at the schedule, actually. We've done, like, nothing on it.
We've been, this podcast has really been chugging along for almost an hour and a half. It's really, really good.
I tell you what, the SUC,
Really smooth.
it stands for, the Super Underwhelming Chat Crew. So we overextend ourselves, and then we underwhelm. I don't even need this anymore. Get out of here.
We are the Super Underwhelming Chat Crew. That is us. Yes, we finally we made a good acronym for SUC, and it kind of fits because we are super underwhelming. Don't expect anything high quality or amazing from us. We're not professionals. We're just a bunch of losers who have a laugh. That's
the first C stands for chat. We chat. Yeah. We don't care, and we crew.
And we're a crew. And we crew.
Yeah. We crew, dog.
And also, I just want to point out to the chat now, because I already told Laser, but I want to tell everyone in the chat, because you guys do the art and stuff. I want us, because we're going to do this podcast regularly. It's going to become, if we make a big name out of it in the future, we need like an image for our group. So I want the art that you see in the video right now. It's I love this piece of art so much. It really captures us as a group, but I'd love to see it in color and digitally made, like a digital art rendition of it. So it's like high quality, and we can use that as like either the avatar or just like the video, just like the general thing you'd put in each podcast video when you lay stuff on top of it. It's
personally, I like to see something different for every podcast we do. And I know you guys have been great. Right. You guys have been like killing it with the memes, killing it with the art. And so I'd really like to see that if you guys like.
Oh yeah. We could do like a Vine Source art corner ending where we just put all the stupid laser memes this week at the end, like that, like Joel does that. But what I mean was, we can have different art on every podcast. But what I mean was, we also need like a basic picture, not a logo, but you know what I mean, not like a logo, but like an image that sums us up. So whenever we want to put our name or our image on something, it will be that image. It will be that picture that we use, sort of thing. And I want it to be this, but in color and digitally renditioned. I don't fucking know the word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So I'm all for having all kinds of art in each podcast, whether it's just a background image or not. But I mean, I want a clean version and colored version of this image that you guys are seeing right now to be our official image for our group, basically.
Get on it, my guys.
Get on it, guys. I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love the pencil sketch. It's great, but it is still just a pencil sketch and the lighting and shit. So we need like a proper full color, cleaned up version, digitally made. Don't make it in paint, okay? Just like, I don't know how you do it. Just find someone who's a really good artist or something to do. Maybe commission someone to just redraw this pencil drawing in digital form. Maybe.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't have PayPal. I don't have a credit card either. That's something I'm going to do when I'm off in college anyway.
Because what I mean is, you can color it in, just get some color pencils and color it in. Yeah, but I mean, like, not only color it, but do it digitally as well. So that's I'd love like a perfectly, because you can see it's sort of like not in the center of the frame. We need like a perfectly symmetrical, digitally made. We could commission someone maybe to do it. I don't know. This is just wishful thinking for the future of our team, our crew, the SUC crew. If we're going to make this a big thing, we're not just going to be a bunch. We're not just going to be a bunch of nobodies. In 5 years, we're going to be like a big fucking like a new podcast team or some shit. Wishful thinking, I know, but we could become the next fucking big podcast or something. Or big.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad that you mentioned the Vine Sauce thing, because that was another big one that I had down a whole segment, at least for as long as the contest goes, about just us discussing what happens in the contest. I know you haven't seen a ton of it, Brad, or like anything.
I haven't seen any of the new contest yet.
That's why we have John here, because John's actually like a big segment of this contest anyway. He's got a map. I've got a map in it. Both have not been played yet. I'll make sure everyone knows when they are played.
Yeah. I don't know if I brought this up yet, but I'm pretty sure that like by now, because me and Laser have been talking about my entry to the contest and all this other shit. I'm pretty sure me in general is just such a big like topic about the Doom contest. I mean, think about it. You got the fucking leak. You got the fucking weird shenanigans going on in the background, and then there's fucking Joel saying, I'm going to save it for later, because, it's exactly an hour long, and I know that because apparently I've played it before, maybe. It's kind of weird, like, think about it.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be going blind into all of these, and for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, for hasn't been following anything that well, Joel essentially just, as he was going through autosaves in one of his shareware streams before the contest even started, John's map was actually listed in one of those autosaves. So obviously, if you triggered an autosave, then you're going to be playing that map. You have to do something to trigger that autosave.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's my WAD out of, the 300, which apparently only 100 of them are approved. But either way, still, out of all of those WADs, why mine?
Yeah, exactly, and that's the whole thing behind that too. Which and it just keeps going too. Like even when I'm like asking him, I'm like actually atting him, tagging him, whatever you call it, like in the stream itself, and he's just kind of avoiding it. He usually answers a couple people who tag him. Like not everyone, I understand completely, but a couple of the people. When I ask him, it says nothing. When I put it on the Doom World forums, when I actually asked like the people about it, like, hey, look at this. This is a bit weird. No one cared. For some reason, no one seemed to care about it. And like, even when John actually came back and like corrected me and called me a retard, literally only Jimmy, like only the Adventures of Square guy actually like said anything. Just like maybe you should email Joel and ask about it. He's not gonna send anything back. I've emailed him before already.
Wait, like, Jimmy told you? Whoa,
well, he kind of told both of us. He just said
that's cool though. You got noticed by Jimmy though.
Yeah, he just said you should email him about the contest. I'm not sure if he was specifically
Jimmy shouts to Jimmy, James Paddock. I love your music. I love your WADs. I love
James Paddock makes some good music.
I love his music, and all the WADs that I've played, and he's made maps as well. I love his work. Okay, I just love his work, and he's fucking great.
So after Jimmy said something, it basically just went on to like, hey, I like Joel. Let me suck a PP. Then after that, like John just said, with the he asked to see if his WAD was verified or not, and when Joel said yes, it was. I'm gonna save it for later though, because it's gonna be like an hour longer, I guess.
And the only reason why he assumed that it was because of the file size.
That's the only non-incriminating reason he could have done that, is because of the file size, because it was like near 20 megabytes, which was the maximum size that one of these WADs could be. Mine was even bigger actually.
A retard with cute maps. Yeah. If Joel calls the map cute, it's almost an insult at this point. Oh, is it cute? Very cute.
Yeah, if he says cute. And he's actually like going hard on some of these maps. There was one that literally just spelled out Doom mapping contest with the sectors. And the guy actually like he actually edited the Vanilla Monsters Hell. So like a Pinky took 12 super shotgun blasts to the face. Yeah, exactly. And he like just starts going off like, this is terrible. Like, he actually starts, like, calling it bad in the stream. So, like, good job, Joel. Man up. Just didn't call it cute and have that be, like, your absolute end-all.
Yeah. This is bad.
I actually got him mad, too. Like, it's, like, one of the first times I've seen, like, Joel mad at Doom for something.
Oh, really? Oh,
not just, like, annoyed.
I'm looking forward to it. What part was that?
I think it was...
Because I haven't seen any of them, and they're all on my watch list.
Either the most recent one or the one before that.
Right, okay, so 4 or 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Oh, by the way, if anyone's wondering, I do have a timestamp on my it's actually my pinned fucking tweet. It's when Joel's like telling me that the WAD is verified.
Yeah, John, put a link to your Twitter in the chat.
Oh, okay. What's that about? I want to see that. Let me check your Twitter. Check Twitter. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, it's my pinned fucking tweet. So hang on, let me go grab a link to it real quick. I'll post it in both the stream chat and in the shit.
Right. I'm just gonna go to your Twitter and then have a look.
Definitely need to check this out because it's actually a pretty deep story. Like the more we get out of it, like the longer this contest goes, and the more we're like actually reading parts of it. This is just getting like more and more layered down into itself.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's so fucking weird.
Hearing him say your name is so fucking cool. I don't know why I fanboy out when I hear Joel talk about you. It's just like two of my worlds colliding. Like I've always been a big fan of his stuff, and then I've always been friends with you guys, and it's just seeing those worlds collide as he talks about you. It's like a mad crossover. That's why the first contest with when he like laughed at the meme, John, and like you were standing in front of him, like technically talking to him with your voice clips. That shit, I'm just so hyped. I was jizzing. It was so cool. It was just the best shit ever. It was so good.
I hope you're ready for the second one because it gets even deeper there.
I just love the fact that John met the Joel. That's great. You technically met him. It was just great. It was like you
Joel
met with him in person. Yeah. And when he heard your classic, it was like classic in jokes that we had of your skin, like the woo. and the ow and shit.
Ow!
Those are like things we used to laugh at back in like 2015 or something. Like things that we joked about together. There's like a little personal group joke, and sharing it with him, and he just hears it and he cracks the fuck up, like he just laughs hysterically. That just like it made my day just seeing that, because it was like perfect. It was fucking perfect. I feel like you reach peak contest with that, and I don't know how the hell you're going to top it with the second one, but I'm looking forward to it for sure. I hope. Oh, and don't forget the little Easter eggs, John. Don't forget.
Oh, it's in there.
Don't forget Hulk
there.
masturbating.
Both of them. I don't want to give away in the podcast though. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I won't.
They know about Hulk masturbate, but don't give away everything. The other stuff's in there as well, right?
I've actually been like refusing him
Good.
to play his WAD recently, because I want to see
And I hope
Joel
Joel
play this
sees it.
thing. I want to be
I want
good.
Joel to see and be like, "Hey, who's that?"
Trust me, this is
Ooh,
probably
excited.
okay. This is okay. I'll say this right now. I'm gonna fucking brag the shit out of this, but Twitch HQ2 is the most ambitious crossover event of all time. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's one of the
Infinity
biggest
War.
fucking maps I've ever made in my entire like Doom mapping
It looks
career.
really good. From the leaked shit that I saw and the screenshots of you guys working on it in private, I've seen bits and pieces, and it's like, wow, you guys fucking like, you guys aren't just my friends messing about with silly maps. You guys are like serious mappers now by the looks of it. Like, holy shit.
I
You
say
guys
I'm
can make
okay.
proper
I'm
ones.
say I'm pretty good.
I saw some screenshots, like the lighting and the map, the details in the maps. It looks so good, and I'm like, wow, this looks like something from some professional guy on Doom World forums who just released a new Megawad or something. But no,
Suckisdead.wad was
damn.
okay. It was like a fine vanilla first time baby's first map. I'll admit that. Cerebrus was definitely a good step up for me. Actually learning like the detailing and the
Just-
custom monsters and everything like that.
You guys can map. That's all I got to say is you guys can definitely map.
I
for
should
sure.
talk about this too, actually, while I'm at it, because not everyone's going to know about this, especially when Joel plays it. He'll have no fucking idea, but you want to know something fun about the creation of Twitch HQ2? I made that shit on a Chromebook, okay?
Oh my god!
I have full
No,
fucking
it's better than
bragging
that.
rights.
I
It's
can't
better than
believe
that.
you did that.
John made it on a Chromebook with the Slade map editor.
Yes, just
Oh my
Slade
God.
all alone.
I don't know how to
And the
fucking
best part
do that.
was, the best part was playtesting, all right? Since the map was so fucking big, I only had like 5 FPS every time
It's
I
like- That's
playtested
like
it.
using finger paint to paint the Sistine Chapel. That's like, no
That's a good
brushes, just my
comparison, yeah.
fingers. Yeah, that's
So
ridiculous.
this is the most
I
challenging
just
thing
want
I've ever
John to
done.
like roll out in like a wheelchair with both his legs missing. He got a purple heart for this crap. Like seriously.
Yeah,
I mean, fucking Christ. This is
That's
probably
amazing.
one of those things that I will never top off.
that's like me making a YouTube poop one pixel at a time, recreating every frame of every video by coloring every pixel in
So
to
just
make
use
every
iMovie.
frame. Yeah,
Just using
yeah.
iMovie then.
Basically, it's like okay, that's a comparison. It's like this is like if I used iMovie back in my iMovie days to make Tomato 3 or something big like that. That's what it's probably like in fair comparison, because that would be damn fucking impossible. I don't know how the hell you did that, man. That's hats off to you. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
wearing
know.
a hat, so legit hats off to you.
I'm gonna take my headphones off to you. Headphones off to you.
Headphones off to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've actually
headphones
got
off.
headphones
Hang on, let me just. Oh fuck! I accidentally hit my mic.
See me in the artwork there in the video. My chin doesn't look that manly and defined, but yes, I do wear a hat like that. So they got that part right.
Oh, also, before I end this off, I'm gonna probably stop talking about Twitch HQ too. But I know
Oh, yeah.
somebody's in like, oh, if I play this, it's gonna blow up. But I'll tell you what, after Twitch HQ, I got some other fucking things coming up soon. So I
Oh
mean,
my god, you guys you've been real busy.
Yeah, John's speaking about that, and I'm not gonna spoil anything else, but yeah,
yeah.
just look out for that. That's gonna be some big news. Big news.
Oh,
I am.
you couldn't help yourself,
I am
could you?
ready. I am just so ready for this, man. I can't express it enough. I'm just once I see him play that shit, I am fucking done for life, or something.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing another contest after this or not. After all the crap that's been going on in it.
You haven't had as much luck as John has with the mapping contest. From past experience, I can tell.
This one is gonna be much better. I swear, this is better. I actually put the resources in it this time. And
I
I'm
feel
actually-
evil for thinking this, but I kind of secretly hope it fucks up again on the fly, just so you can be like, "This is
Brad.
hilarious."
Brad.
Don't call me out like that in the stream. Come on, man. Use my real name. Use my real name, my online alias.
Okay. The Plums Joker. It's not that intimidating, like, call someone that.
I don't care. It is for me because it's
Whatever.
personal. Laser.
Laser, I've been meaning to ask you about this for a while. If I
Joey.
if I threw together a collection of 5 to 8 stream-friendly games, would you play them like one of Vinny's dumpster crates? I might do that,
That's cool.
as a cringe gaming thing. Like, if you want to give me, like, a bunch of related... Like, the Pac-Man video, like I did for, like, the Pac-Man games. I'd do something like that for one of those. I don't know about a stream, though.
I would love to do streams of just like playing a few bunch of shit games, because I know I've got to establish like I'm playing Doom mods first because it's what I'm known for, but I want to be able to branch out and just like have silly streams where we just play random shit and just have fun. I want to do that. That sounds like a good time.
Like, I think I'm not as skilled as like switching between games as other people. Like, if I had to, like, go between, like, 5 or 6 games in, like, one stream, like, 1 3-hour period, it would take me, like, 15 or 20 minutes just to set one up. I remember when I did, like...
That's true.
I did an Evil Within stream, like, a while back. It took me so long to get the full screen working when I actually started.
Oh, God, yeah. Because, like, that's the problem. If you pick different games, like, with OBS and that, it takes me ages to set it up, because a completely different game means, like, totally different settings. I managed to... The settings I've got on OBS now is perfect for Doom. 1080p, 60 frames per second, perfect. But as soon as I load a different game with these same bitrate settings and everything, it just goes to shit. And you'd have to fiddle with everything all over again just to get that right. And it's like, for fuck's sake, man. So at the end of the day, I either got to stick with Doom or only play really small resolution games like emulators and ROM hacks and shit.
Right,
just something really small. Yeah, like old arcade games or something. I can only play retro games because my PC sucks. Okay, fuck's sake.
Speaking of sucking, and speaking of the map contest, Joel sucks at the map contest.
No.
Oh yeah, I mean,
at least Joel has a bit of a tendency to not be good at Doom, and he does admit it.
Yeah, he has a tendency to not be good at a lot of things when it comes to video games.
But that just makes it really frustrating when he's like giving out cash prizes for like people making maps and for them to be judged on how well they play, and he can't play well.
Yeah, so he's
and
judging unfairly based on his lack of skill.
Yeah. A lot of my problems actually stem with this contest, like being with cash prizes and such. Like people are actually like putting like time out of their day into like maybe I can. A lot of them are for just like credibility. Like I was on a Vinesauce stream, look at me.
Yeah,
but some of them like there are like some decent incentive to like get. I don't know. Last year it was like a signed copy of the original Doom.
Right. I don't remember what it was. I feel like last year it was just like a bit cheap winner because Zazer just flew in and fucking swooped the prize.
Like, hey guys,
you know he's gonna win.
Okay, Zazer was. Okay, I gotta say, Zazer was second place. Okay, everyone thinks that it was this was it Razik? It was some guy who used a bunch of Realm 667 stuff who actually won. Zazer was second. Okay.
Oh,
was it Stormcatcher or was it third?
Stormcatcher was third. Stormcatcher was third with the castle that was obviously made in like 4 months.
The green lamp, the green torches castle thing.
Zazer was second with Dead Air, and Razik was first.
Dead Air, Zazer's one. Dead Air. That was the one with the.
That was the one with the cackle demons with the eyes.
The creepy ass cacos, yeah, the horrifying ones.
Yeah, those things.
So the first one, what was the first one then? What did it have in it? I can't remember.
It was like it looked like an early Z-Doom map, in all honesty. It looked like maybe 2010 Z-Doom map, like where you just learn how to like do the effects where like the particles like spew out of the pipes or something.
Huh. Well,
and he had like a bunch of Realm 667 monsters in it too. Like that last fight was a Bruiser Demon.
I mean, obviously the best WOD was the Blood Room, so no, it was the Boy in the Barrel. That was obviously that should have won. You know?
Boy in the Barrel was like a whole mod though. I don't know.
I heard,
yeah, that's true.
I heard about the Blood Room, but I never seen the actual.
Okay, I think it was. Yeah, it's hard to find it. I think it's in the part 2 of the first contest. There's a ward where there's like a room, and it's like, well, yes, blood in it, but it's like a dark room of the blood texture on the floor, and I think it's like an invisible maze or something. And he gets stuck. It's just a small room, but it's a tough maze, and he got stuck in it for ages or something like. I think that's what it was. And when he finally got out of it. I think either he went back in it briefly by accident, or they were just kept telling him not to go back or something, or because he got lost. He didn't know what to do for a while after, and he's thinking, I don't have to go back to the Blood Room, do I? It's not something in there, is it? I think that's how the joke came about, where people kept saying, yeah. But yeah, I think that's how it came about. But yeah, I said this before. Said this before the podcast started, but I'll say it again. I'll say it again for the podcast. One of my favorite moments, because I actually did watch the entire first contest, even though one of them was like 8 hours long. I watched the whole thing. one of my favorite moments was the slow moving lift with the music in the background, and it took ages to go all the way up to the top. And then when it finally got to the top and the exit, Joel got distracted and it went back down, and he couldn't do anything. He was stuck. He was like, "Oh!" And he freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
Gold. That was a highlight and a half right there, man. Love that bit. Yeah, I'll never forget that moment, at least. But yeah, I love that contest. It was a lot of fun, even though it was a 2016 contest that rolled onto 2017, which was because he took so bloody long.
The problem is that Joel is just frustrating to schedule around, and he admitted it himself in one of the streams. He said, like, I am the worst person to like actually schedule a stream and like schedule to watch me. That doesn't make it any better, but he said it.
Gotta wait till I start streaming. I'm gonna be the worst with scheduling because I can never tell when I'm okay to go live. You know, at least he probably lives on his own, so he could just stream at any given time. He's like, I'll be streaming to Saturday at 7 p.m. If I said that, you know, Saturday at 7 p.m. something's gonna fucking happen and I can't stream. I just know it because I don't have control over my free time. Really, I get free time when I get it. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to put it on the line like that and hype people up for disappointment. So I think I would be the worst stream scheduler. There's no way. Come on, Joel. You're just fucking up. It's Joe Bell. The thing about Joel is he often is quite daft and bad at the game and dumb sometimes, but we love him still. That's the thing about Joel, at least for me. You know, still love him.
I think he has a good enough personality to leave it like this.
Oh, he's just, yeah,
that's the only problem is that people are getting things out of it, and like actual like money is being so.
That's the thing, yeah. When money comes in the contest, it's like serious. It's like you got to take this seriously.
If you want to watch a dumb guy like play some games, that's cool. But if you want to watch a dumb guy playing games and you have the chance of getting money from that dumb guy being dumb, that's a bit frustrating. That's the whole thing.
Oh. What about the secret wad? You know, the first winner prize?
Yeah, the first one's going to be a secret wad. That's going to be the prize of this one.
He did officially say, though, that if the winner got it, he has the choice of revealing it or not to reveal it.
Which is going to suck if they don't.
Yeah, it's going to be total fucking AIDS.
No thanks. I won, but no thanks. I don't want to know what it is. Thank you. Bye. Imagine that.
They just delete it.
Yeah, you just delete the file. Oh my god.
Now we'll never know.
Oh my god, that'd be like, that'd make me cringe.
They better reveal it. They better reveal whatever it is.
Whoever it is.
We'll just have to wait and see. I think that about does it. I think that was I think it's been pretty good tonight.
Wait, what? Isn't there supposed to be like a small segment that goes at the end or something? You're not going to do the art thing, or is there nothing you could put up recently?
Well, I mean,
nothing I have too recently that I have to like. I have to put effort into setting things up, man.
No,
and plus,
I'm just gonna do my Peter reaction knee and just check out of here.
Yeah. Well,
so absolutely.
Even though I missed half of it,
you're fine. Family stuff is important. It's freedom. We are the S.U.C.C. We're super underwhelming, and if that underwhelming means absence, that fills the role.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We are S.U.C.C. for we are bad. I don't know.
We are S.U.C.C.
Yeah.
Well,
this is
SuckHunters.org.
Thank you guys for making the the first S.U.C.C. podcast.
Yeah,
probably one of the best things I've done in a while.
It's quite smooth. I'm surprised how smoothly it went. I was fully expecting to have to drop out for an interruption or some bullshit, but
glad that
everyone seemed to be right. Yeah, it actually went really smoothly. So good job, guys. Nice podcast. I think this could be pretty good.
Ow. I think we're gonna like go through like one more like chat and not read it too long, like just yes or no questions or something.
Right.
Are you guys excited for the CAC Awards? Yes. Okay, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. Oh, I actually forgot about CAC Awards. I keep forgetting that they still go in every year.
I know CAC Award material is going up. I know CAC Award is going up. My sandwich.
Oh, I was about to say.
Make another sandwich for CAC Awards.
Make another one.
Make another CAC Awards.
Yeah, go do that.
Make a 2018.
Do it.
CAC
Make a
Awards
2018
sandwich.
version.
Yes. Yes.
Do it like
gotta do it.
Peanut Butter Gamer clone like editing.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched those videos.
And then when you make a third one, in like 2 years' time, you got to do it like how-to basic editing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like
throwing the sandwich everywhere and making a massive mess.
It's gonna be like a tradition. Every 2 fucking years, I make a sandwich and just call it CAC Award.
Your dad just comes like, "What are you doing?"
Wait. When did you?
Every year you had a new ingredient.
Like, that was like what 2015.
Right. So 2018. So you got to do the next one like 3 years. Then you want to keep this tradition.
Yeah.
That's another time. That's for another time, though. I really appreciate everyone for coming out here in the crew and in the chat. You guys are
Always,
awesome.
man.
And I can't wait to keep seeing this happening because this is probably going to be really fun.
I'd love to make this a big thing. Like I said, wishful thinking, but I'd love to see us one day, maybe in a year or so time, we'll get somewhere. And maybe when it comes to playing games as well, I was thinking like Game Grumps for some reason. Like we could just like collaborate and just play dumb games and laugh together or some shit. I don't know. I was thinking if we could do multiplayer games and stream that somehow. Because we always watch you stream. When you stream, it's just us watching you.
Mhm.
If there's a way we could do multiplayer games in some way to set it up right, like lagging and desync and stuff, and then we could stream each other playing the same game at the same time, we could make a thing out of that.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
the
we'll
next
talk about
Game
that
Grumps.
too. Maybe soon.
I'm suck, and he's not so suck. The game suck.
Oh, I'm gonna pee. I swear I'm gonna pee. All right. Thank everyone for coming out. We will see you in season 1, episode 2 of the Suck podcast. Take care.
Oh my god.
Bye, guys. Have a good time.